Raving evangelist. Yo, it says by the mercies of God, right? Be merciful to me, Lord, a sinner. That's what this represents, right? By the mercies of God, present your bodies a living sacrifice. That living sacrifice, by the way, is Jesus. He was the living sacrifice. We're dead inside, right? He's the living one. And he was dead, but he's alive forevermore now, right? He was buried and rose from the dead forever. Do you believe that? This is the living sacrifice. He was the holy one. You realize that? He calls us to be holy. He says, be holy for thou is holy. Without holiness, no one will see the Lord, he says. But this is a holiness and a righteousness and a perfection that's not of ourselves. It's of him. That's why he's calling us to do something that's impossible for us to do, because the word is a schoolmaster to point us to him, to be like, Lord, I can't do it. And he'd be like, exactly, you need me. And it's like, Lord, I believe. And that's where it starts. You know what I'm saying? This is the living sacrifice that you're presenting unto God. Does God not say, come to the throne of grace boldly in full assurance of faith? That's what it is. There's only one way to come to God, as if we're holy, righteous, blameless, justified. He says, come boldly. That's what he says. He says, boast in the Lord if you're going to boast in anything. So he says, if you're going to be proud of anything and you're going to boast, man, boast in what God did for you, that he did it all and you don't have to work for it. Well, that's what this is. It looks like legalistic teachers are going to tell you all this stuff is presenting your body. You know, you got to kill the flesh. You got to get it all dressed up. You're turning sin off. You're doing this. You're doing that. That's what it is, man. The next verse even, they're going to be like, see, it says be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Yeah, it says do not conform to the pattern of this world. What it's talking about is the pattern of this corrupted world system that doesn't believe that Jesus is enough. That's what it all is, right down to the false Christ and false gospels of the church. That's why Jesus is saying, get renewed in your mind. It says, my people perish for lack of knowledge and understanding. There's only one way. Pardon me for this truck coming here. It might be a little bit loud. Okay, so guys, this is what you're literally presenting to God. You're transforming your mind and knowing that he did it all, right? Again, his people perish for lack of knowledge and understanding. He says, if you know this, you'll be able to prove what is good, acceptable, and perfect. That perfect will of God. There's all those words again, guys. What does it say? You'll be able to prove what is good. He is the good shepherd. It says every good and perfect gift comes down from the Father of heavenly lights. That's in another verse all in of itself. Can you guys see it? All these words connecting to other scriptures. You could prove what is good. Again, acceptable. There's only one acceptable sacrifice for all eternity, all time. That's it. It's done. It's finished. It was Jesus and what he did. Do you believe it? And the perfect will of God. This is the will of God, that we believe on the one whom he sent. Can you guys see that this is what God wants you to have faith in, and to present him, to come to the throne of grace and have faith and be like, Lord, I believe your word. You said Jesus did it. And Lord, you said us enough to believe. You promised